Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block with very special guest, Mr. Brent Lindley. So Brent.
Yes?
What inspires you to write? What do you write from? What inspires your writing? And what causes you to keep writing?
It's my solar plexus comes from right here and in my heart. I don't know how to not write, and I was always writing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's naturally I'm a hypersensitive individual, and I'm very sensitive to energies wherever they may flow, and they're always running through me. Mm-hmm. And feelings overwhelm me on all aspects in life. So I have to have an outlet for that, mm-hmm. or I wouldn't be able to survive.
Right.
Writing is a survival tool for me.
For you, it's a necessity like breathing.
It is ingrained in me as much as I need oxygen to keep walking around. Yes. So is there something that makes me do it? I don't know. I'm flowing like electricity through these lights on me and through your TV waves right now. I'm there. I'm with it. It's in me. It's zapping all through every corner of my body, so I have to do it. That would be what inspires me. But then again, I'll tell you what inspires me is relationships with my friends. Like, you know, like I came home and saw you. I knocked on your door, and it's been a year since I've seen you, and I hug you. That to me is a song that makes me want to pick up my guitar and play. You know, mm-hmm. Your cat who hates me.
Poindexter.
I love Poindexter. I love to tease the cat. I pet him, and he tries to take my face off. But I love that.
Don't worry,
that makes me right.
He tries to take my face off too.
You know, so that's that. What keeps me alive in life, and what's most important to me, is relationships with other human beings and my friends, the people that like what I do and are interested in me, and that keeps me wanting to write, because then I want their attention and I want to keep feeding on that, and I want to keep them entertained, I want to keep them happy with what I do, and I like how they come back and want to listen to me, and that thrills me to death. And I don't like the word death because there's no such thing as that. But because we're all energy, you know. Yeah. But just that people, that's what inspires me to write. You know, it keeps me going, and I love interactions, great interactions with people, and conversation. That's what keeps me going. But then again, you get human emotions are like this, so. Your sad feelings, it's really feelings that make you write, isn't it? Isn't it?
Pretty much.
It's feelings. Well, that's what inspires your feelings. So no matter how horrible you're feeling or how great you're feeling, it's all you have to channel your feelings, and that's what makes me write. So
tell me about tell me about your modern, like the section 1 was your bio. Tell me about your more current music, some of your albums, not necessarily the albums, but your writing, and what made you decide to go to Nashville.
I needed more of the same of what I'm talking about, mm-hmm. on a larger scale. And locally, when I'm here, I exhausted possibilities, mm-hmm. and I needed more. And when I came to Nashville, suddenly people like me walk out your front door. Yeah. They're everywhere. And so I'm no longer this super freak locally, because I live in a city of super freaks.
Like Superman on Krypton.
Right. You know, and they're everywhere, and they speak your language, and you can be as crazy as you want to be, and it's like being in the middle of a Tennessee revival up in the hills. You know, you're just going crazy.
Yeah.
You know. So that's that, Kat.
Now this comes to the more interesting part, and I'm sure that people are just dying to know. Tell me about some of your experiences, the people you've worked with while you've been in Nashville.
The level of talent and the expectation of talent is there. They have rules there. You have to you want to create the highest of the high with a piece that you've come up with, an expression. Who I work with, man, here's one thing I learned in Nashville: never name drop.
Right.
It's a very tacky thing to do. I know so and so, and so and so. I don't want to even mention things like that.
Okay.
To me, I mean, it's not a bad question,
right.
But I was going to tell you, I've worked with incredible talent beyond the reckoning of the human mind.
Okay, so without naming any names, tell me about some of your projects. Tell me about what life is like, how your music is progressing. Tell me about, like, if you knew somebody who went to Nashville, you would want to know kind of the structure of what they're doing, what kind of things they're doing, how their performances are going. You're doing some recording up there.
That's right. Well, Nashville, there's all kinds of approaches you would take. And the most generic approach is, I'm going to go to Nashville and sing some songs and get discovered. But you don't do that. Those are for people who breeze through. You move and you relocate to Nashville, Tennessee. You move there because you have to be present to win. And you integrate into the community and you get with the locals. And you perform your songs and you get heard and you find your place. And when you know your thing and you stay there, come hell or high water, you're still there. That's what you do. That's your approach. You have to have a unique approach, and you have to feel that what you're doing is different than everyone else, and you have something unique to offer. So there's all kinds of things you can do, but what I'm doing is working on an album and recording an album. And so what you do is you go there and you build relationships with people, and you get them to respect what you've created, and you promote yourself amongst your peers, and miss small, aim small. You think big, but you move to Nashville and you respect whatever God's putting right in your immediate circle.
Right.
And you work with that, and you never overlook a person, you never take another person for granted, because you have to feel that they're immediately offering you something.
Right, yeah.
And so that's the approach you take. Also, okay, there's a Nashville proverb: shave and show up. How do you be successful in Nashville? Shave and show up. And that was said by Billy Falcon, who is Bon Jovi's co-writer. I don't like the name drop stuff, but he said shave and show up is the key.
Right, yeah.
And you do actually show up to everything, and everything is being writers' rounds and playing on stage. There's no money to be made immediately in Nashville concerning music, so you find geniuses waiting tables. That's what you find, or working a day job, whatever you're doing. But you show up to events, you introduce yourself, you play your songs, and you make friends. And you live there.
Now,
that's what you got to do.
As far as the writers' rounds, let's say I wanted to go to Nashville and I moved up there. What approach do you take in getting into? You said meeting people. How is it? How difficult is it, or how easy is it to get into these writer rounds and to play around town? Usually,
the ones that are credible, they need some kind of audition because they want to keep the health of talent there. They don't.
Right. Yeah.
So, following the writers' rounds, they'll have an open mic, and which is usually late, and half the room is cleared out. But you get up there, you do your thing, you show you can play and sing in key. Then you are welcome back, and then you sign up, and it might be 2 months out that you get scheduled. But when you do get a writers' round, make friends with the people you're on your writers' round with.
Right.
And then you all start inviting each other to other writers' rounds around town. It's like a chain of events, a cause and effect thing. So within 3 months' time, I'm playing uncounted writers' rounds all over town just based on me making friends with everyone I'm on one round with. And,
nice.
Hey, I got a round at this place, why don't you guys come over here? And then it just keeps happening. And now I'm making a CD and an album I'm cutting based off just people I met randomly and just thought, hi, it's just talk. It's a relationship city. It's all about relationships. So you can't be a jerk. So everyone says when they move to Nashville, well, hey, everyone's so nice. They're just so nice. Oh, everyone around this city is so nice. And you get tired of hearing that when you live there, but if you are impolite, it gets around in seconds, and then
Yeah.
you're not going to succeed there at all because it's a relationship city.
And that I think that's a strength because it keeps the human element in there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, you're making a CD, and like I'm assuming that you're making CD with people that you have met. I mean, like they're playing the instruments on the CD. Now, what do you hope to? Where would you like to go from here in Nashville?
Okay, well, now that I have a community of people that respect what I do, I don't have any doubt about album sales anymore.
Right.
I can constantly get my music out there to people who like it with an album. It's a double-edged sword having an album because I can take the tracks that I use and immediately pitch them to publishers. Mm-hmm. So I can use it that way.
Right.
And pitch for other artists. Well, I got this song, take the song off the album. And at the same time, my community of listeners can have something to have. Mm-hmm. And so I can do the Brent Lindley artist thing and also be pitching these tracks off of my album to publishers at the same time. So I think it's very important to have that.
Very useful tool.
Belt. Right, sure. It's a tool.
Yeah.
An album is a tool in a sense, isn't it? You know, so that's that.
And what do you foresee coming towards you? What do you foresee yourself heading to?
Well, I have the gift of being a stage man. Everything is a stage to me. So what I'm going to do is I want to get signed as an artist and be backed up financially as an artist and presented as a performing writer on stage. And if it means me having to write or pitch my stuff to other people, I will do that as well. But yes, I want to be in front of many people, and I like lights and action and fun and insanity. But I see myself doing all kinds of things in the future as well. Once I get my successes, I want to do TV shows and funny things.
Very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, let's check out some of Brent's music on this TV show, and we'll be right back right after this.
This is my song called Queen Irene. Well, Irene, you better treat me like I'm a human being, or I won't love you anymore. Now you micromanage every little thing I do until I'm running for the door. Now you should give up trying to control the world, because to me you sound just like a bratty little girl. Just the way you'd stand, you take no place but in command, and run my life and own my dreams. Well, almost every day it seems. Well, are you listening at all, Queen Irene? I can't make you happy, you're impossible to please. You're too quick to find something wrong, and if you said something nice, you know hell would surely freeze, and then I wouldn't have to sing this song. Sometimes you seem so sincere, but I know your conscience, it isn't very clear. Cause we all know just the way you stand. You take no place but in command, and run my life and own my dreams. Well, almost every day it seems. Well, are you listening at all, Queen must I listen to you whine? Why do you nag me all the time? When will you learn to be kind? You're too unkind. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Sometimes you seem so sincere, but I know your conscience, it isn't very clear. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause we all know just the way it's stained. You take no place but in command, and run my life and own my dreams. Well, almost every day it seems. Well, are you listening? Queen Irene. Queen
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block. Special guest Brent Lindley. And Brent, this is the part of the show where we pimp stuff.
Where's all my bling bling?
Well, I believe we got some bling bling on the table here. So tell me about what you got. Where can people find you, and what products do you have?
Well, if you want to find me, you can Google me, my name, right? And all my prison records are going to show up and things like that. That's okay.
We got people working on that.
That's right. Well, physical product, we still have to have it. There's always debates. Are CDs going away? I don't think so. So I do have albums for sale, and they can be mailed right to you and within 3 days' time on CD Baby. So I currently have 3 albums out on CD Baby. But for those who you want to, you've heard of cdbaby.com, anybody? Yeah, just go there and you can, yes, you have albums on there too. So you can order my album, they'll ship it right to you. But they also digitize your music and send it to other places like iTunes or wherever you like to buy physical or stuff for your iPod rather. So all my stuff is available for your iPod. Feed it. Make it support.
Fill that sucker up.
That's right. That's right. So that's where you can find most of my stuff on there. I also am a Facebook hound. So you need to search me on Facebook and become my friend. I guarantee you I will entertain you. I strive to do that every single day. I love to take pictures and do commentaries underneath them. For a while I was blogging heavily, so I now become a blogger on Facebook, and I make sure you leave with some kind of smile on your face if you find me on there all the time. So search Brent Lindley on there and we will see you there. And I love comments. I like you to draw you to my page. I have an interactive page, and I don't get political, or I get judged a lot because I put a lot of stuff out there. I've lost friends, although I'm not a horrible person, but I say things that I have an opinion on, and I stick to it. But it's mostly about photographs. I'm a storyteller by nature, so I tell stories through my photography and comments on there, so I think that you'll enjoy it very much. It's like having my own talk show right on Facebook. So
awesome.
Of course, a lot of people don't think MySpace is worth a darn anymore, but I still think it's a really good site. You can go there and hear my music. So I have a hub and a player of my songs there at myspace.com/Brent Lindley. It's still a good hub. I have a BrentLindley.com, so you can go to that, check out my albums, and my universe is pretty much right now on Facebook, but my stuff is available on iTunes, so you can simply download whatever you hear today on there. Excellent. And order a CD. So that's that, and I'm working on a new album, so stay with me on Facebook to find out where my gigs are around town, because I'll let you know at that point. So.
Excellent. Now, there's a couple of questions I'd like to ask, and this is actually a little different. I usually ask, what do you think of the local music scene? In your case, what do you think of the music scene in Nashville?
it is the music scene. And I think there are wonderful other places to play, and I can't wait to get there because I'm a lover of the world and all cultures and all cities. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to be a songwriter, I don't think you should be anywhere else. That's what I'd say, because it is a learning curve. The thing about Nashville is you have to get prepared to get your butt kicked. Get it chopped off, smoked, and handed to you on a plate. I got to go home. I've got to get better. I've got to step my game up.
Yeah.
You have to go through that kind of torture if you expect. Because what you can do there is test how well your material is working.
Right.
On the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't respond to that. What do I got to do now? This one didn't work so well. What do I got to do now? So there becomes the discipline factor that music is WORK.
Very, very much WORK.
Yeah.
Now, definitely keeps you sharp, or it makes you sharp if you're not sharp. Now this is the secondary follow-up question to what I usually ask. And these are, I'm a talk show host. I like to ask hard questions. Is there anything that you can think of? Is there a way, or is there any improvements that you think that scene needs to make?
It's not very indie-oriented. And the people who are in positions of power shut themselves off and build a great brick wall around them. They have their cliques, and of course, but that's human nature. And Music Row is about as hated as Wall Street right now. I am a supporter of wealth, and I love Wall Street, even though it has errors.
Yeah. Nothing's perfect.
So, when you hate something so much and you disagree with it, you're only bringing more of that into your universe.
Right.
So I love Music Row. I love Wall Street. Mm-hmm. And that's how I want to improve, is by making friends with these people with brick walls around them. And I love the fight of showing them what you got. Mm-hmm. So does it need to be improved? No, because I want the fight. I want the challenge. I don't think it can be improved because I think the way things are there are the way they're supposed to be. And it continues to challenge. I don't want anything to be perfect. I don't want it. I believe in every man for himself. That's my philosophy I guide my entire life by. Every man that's what the Constitution says. It's what America is individuality. Mm-hmm. You know, if you want to be negative and don't want to do for yourself and think the world owes you, which is the attitudes there, mm-hmm. then that's what you're going to bring more of. If you want to be an underdog and support the underdog, well, you're going to be one. If, to be successful, you really have to aim high and be shameless about it. Just have no shame about it. However, you want your stuff to be good and get noticed and get financially supported, because you're only going to get to a certain level. So no, nothing in Nashville needs to be improved. It is how it is.
Perfect. Now, for another question, for people sitting out there in the audience watching the show who might want to be a musician, maybe they haven't started yet, maybe they just got started, what advice would you give to an aspiring artist just getting started? Any kind of artist, doesn't even have to be a musician.
To not let disappointment deter you, but fuel you.
Perfect.
Shave and show up.
Shave and show up.
To everything that you can shave and show up to. Now, women, yes, that probably means your legs, but you don't have to do that necessarily. But show up to everything you can show up to, and take in every bit of advice you can take in and apply it.
And that works, because I have a friend, Gary Palmer, who gave me some advice 5 or 6 years ago. Things I remember to this day who have really helped me, so definitely take advice. Now, one thing that I actually wanted to ask earlier, a couple of things I wanted to ask earlier. Now, you've played in places all over the place. Actually, we were just discussing your London trip. You went to London. Tell me about some of the other places you have gone to play.
Well, I was stationed in Japan for a while, and that was really great to be performing roots rock and roll in front of a lot of the Japanese people. And I had a band called Soup Bone, which is really a whole southern rock kind of vibe. We projected to them over there, and that was really, truly a growing experience. Like attracts like. So I had met with a bunch of guys from Mississippi, and we formed that group over there. And London is the cultural arts center of the universe. It's really amazing. So, I mean, the music scene's great there, but you have to pick a city that's conducive to your personality to be based out of. So Nashville might not be for everybody. It is for me because that's where my personality is most suited. But to be in London is to be around a lot of spirits of past and present and the future. It's quite... no words to describe where you're at, but it's just the air is thick with energies and just take it all in history. And so, I love it. I'm going back. I have plans to go wherever I can. I'm not going to turn a place down ever. I will perform for sea turtles in the Galapagos Islands eventually.
Nice.
They're waiting on me over there. I definitely want to go to Africa. I don't think I'll go to the North Pole. I don't like to be really, really cold.
No. So they can keep the cold.
But every place has this special magic, and I want to cover as much territory as I can. And you should,
Yeah, definitely.
The guitar man wants to find another place to play. Night after night, I'll treat you right, baby. All right, so.
Well, Brent, I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being on the show.
So much fun. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves.
Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you've enjoyed this show. Mr. Brent Lindley, we've been trying to get him on for quite a while, and this man is going to go places. He's well on his way, and thankful to have him on. Hope you've gotten a lot out of this episode, and we'll see you next time on Minstrels on the Block. I'm Brian Mallard.
This song is called Find Your Own Cloud. Someone you know might have real big dreams, and another, they might seem to have everything. You only want to belong, yeah, but you have got something that's good within yourself. So find your own cloud to ride upon. Well, here I am, my friend. I'm sparkling like some strange jewel, and there I go, dreaming again, and chasing a star just like a fool. But I am the man I want to be. I'm not you, 'cause I am me. I am the sand and the sea. So see the different sides of me. Someone you know might have real big dreams, and another, they might seem to have everything, and you only want to belong, yeah, but you have got something that's good within yourself. So find your own cloud to ride upon. see. But when your mind belongs to someone else, someone you know might have real big dreams, and another they might see